everyone, and welcome to episode 119 of the Destiny Digest podcast. It's been 2 weeks since you've looked at me. My name is Danfinity, and I will be the host this evening. And with us, we have our evergreen panelists, EpicDan and Tiddly. How are you guys today?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I said this to you guys before, but I just want to say it again. On the record, you guys did an amazing job a couple of weeks ago when running episode 118, and I just want to a round of applause, everybody in chat, for Tiddly and Dan for stepping up and running the show. Thank you so much.
We're so glad you're back. Like we said before, don't ever leave again. No more vacations.
No more.
I will.
I'm
not going to promise that.
Yep, not permitted.
I'm not gonna promise that. We're going. I will do what I need to occasionally. But hey, isn't it great? You guys have all the assets now. You can now run the show anytime I go.
I forgot. I don't know. I don't think I could do it again.
Oh, did you just delete everything?
Dan? I think I just deleted everything and forgot how to do it completely. So that'll never happen again.
My OBS crashed right after, so I lost the
it's crazy how that happened.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Just that. My normal stream stuff is fine. Just that.
Yeah.
Just that one? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's freaking weird. Yeah. We're going to have to bring that up with OBS maybe. And
my
just
computer died, and then my dog ate it, and gave him indigestion.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, wild stuff. Yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry about your dog, and your computer, because you just got all that stuff back. It's so wild that all happened.
Wild timing, huh?
Just wild timing.
I know, it's crazy.
I love you guys.
The timing on that is insane.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Before we get into what we've been doing over the past couple of weeks, let's get into a little bit of housekeeping here. For you folks at home listening to the show, you can join us live every Sunday night around 3:30 p.m. Pacific to 6:30 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Destiny Digest. There you can ask questions live in chat and help us shape the conversation of the show. Episodes go live the next day on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Pocket Casts. And you can also help others find the show by rating and reviewing the show on your podcast platform of choice. You can also, there was one other thing I wanted to touch on here. If you listen to the show on Spotify or if you listen to the show on YouTube, you can comment on the episode, and that actually helps us in the algorithm as well. We're very close to the lowest rung of monetization on YouTube, so if you go ahead and subscribe there, if you will. But we get comments on both Spotify and YouTube. For our friend Drew Smith from 13 days ago said, "I'm searching for new folks to play with. I understand the game is in a weird state, but I'm a D1, D2 vet. Most of my peeps quit playing. I main PvP, but I'm looking to learn raids if there are kind people in the world. Everyone I've raided with are really rude. Do you guys have a Discord? I stream sometimes, but I'm just kind of starting." And to that, I want to say, hey, I'm sorry that your experience is that most of your people have been pretty rude. That sucks. We do not have a Discord for Destiny Digest, though that might be something that we talk about in the future. But every single person on the show has a Discord that you can hop into, that you can participate in the LFG in there, and find community there. There's lots of awesome, wonderful people in our communities that are willing to teach raids, that are willing to teach dungeons, what have you. But yeah, I just check the descriptions in the episodes, and they should have a link tree that has our information in there somehow. So we can receive comments like that. You can also rate and review the podcast, and that also helps. With all of that said, how's the past couple of weeks been for you guys? What do you guys been up to? EpicDan, let's start with you.
I'm trying to remember where we last left. So when we last left off, Ghost of Yote had just come out.
Yes. Yeah, I remember listening to it.
Really enjoyed it. Since then, I finally went through the struggle bus of defeating the ultra post game super boss known as Takazo the Unrivaled. Best way I can explain it is if you played obviously Claire Obscure or Expedition 33, Claire Obscure, there's a hidden boss in it. It's really difficult by the name of Simon, which is what makes people break controllers. Another example is Elden Ring's version of Millennia. This game has one like it, and it isn't as difficult, I would argue, as those two, Simon and Millennia, but it's still super difficult. And right after the podcast, I started like focusing the next couple of days of like preparing to get all of that done. And it only took me about 9, I think the stream took about 8.5 hours of me just dying. Because the big issue with them is you basically are 1v1ing them, in a sword fight. You're on the top of the mountain, the Yote mountain, and as his health gets lower, a snowstorm comes through. Because he is the best one-on-one person ever, and I believe he's based off of a Japanese samurai from those days. I can't remember his name. I don't want to mess up, like Matoshi something, but he was like a really, really famous guy who created all these art forms. But in the game, he basically can weather any weather, basically. So as you are fighting him in this snowstorm, you are slowly losing health. He doesn't lose health. So as you are slowly losing health, just by fighting him, you get to the point where any attack, he's already really strong. Any attack is basically going to one-shot you. If it doesn't one-shot you, the moment the snowstorm comes in, then it's going to one-shot you then. So it then forced you to almost be perfect in a lot of the fight. And that's where a lot of the problems come in, because he doesn't play fair. He has a lot of these fights, these sword arts that you don't have, that you can't really combat. And it is a very satisfying fight to win, basically, once you get to it. And I didn't do it on lethal, but I did it on hard difficulty. And depending on your point of view, hard is technically more difficult than lethal, because lethal basically means any attack basically kills you in one shot. But to balance it, you also do like an extra 20-30% more damage to all enemies in the game. So it's balanced that way.
Trade-off.
Where on hard it's just as difficult, but without that increase in damage output.
So it's harder.
So it's hard. I know a lot of people are playing on lethal, and I've watched a lot of people fight, and it definitely feels like hard is more difficult. Because as long as you know how to parry, as long as you know how to dodge, on lethal you can take them out because you do so much damage. So much damage. But on hard, you have to do all that and still do a lot. Like there was multiple times that I died because I got greedy, because I started tasting victory. I was like, I'm getting close.
You're like,
I'm getting close. And then he would just say, no, I'm gonna just do this one attack and just kill you. And then you gotta start all over. I think the fight, when I finally do it, I think the fight took about 2.5 minutes. So it's not technically a long fight, but I also had to get really good at becoming incredibly aggressive while also playing incredibly defensive. Because you have to beat him super quick, because the moment the snowstorm comes in, you pretty much are dead, because he's going to hit you sooner or later. So that's what I kind of did after that. But I guess since then, I tweeted about it earlier, but like there are so many games that I can't keep up. It's been a rough couple months for me.
No joke.
So rough. But since then, I've been playing Ninja Gaiden 4. Which is a very good game if you like hack and slash games like Devil May Cry. But Ninja Gaiden 4, I've played those all pretty much since NES. That's a really good game that I'm working on. Currently playing through Outer Worlds 2 as well. God, so many games. That's like a RPG from Obsidian. I'm about halfway through the game. Really recommend that.
I liked the tone of the first one a lot when I was
I didn't play the first one. So I have no like experience of the universe before playing Outer Worlds 2. But it looks pretty cool that like from everything that my community that played the first one said is like this seems like the first game, but like better in every way, shape, or form. So I guess if you are interested in Outer Worlds 2, you should definitely check it out. Those have been like the couple games I've been playing since then. And unfortunately, I finally decided to play Mega Bonk.
I saw this.
If it wasn't for Ninja Gaiden 4 and Outer Worlds 2 and these other games coming out that I wanted to play because I knew I wanted to play them for December because I feel like they're going to be worth talking about for Game of the Year and like just games, best games of the year in general, I'd probably still be playing Mega Bonk. But that game, that game's too good. I'm sorry.
What's your highest score that you've gotten to so far?
Before the resets, I think when I was, I could have gotten so much better, but I think the highest score one time was like 400,000.
And what's your character? What are you?
I think that one was Robinette.
Going meta. Going meta. Okay.
Is that meta? I didn't know.
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently, okay. Well, the ones I played the most of was Robinette. I really like Ninja. And then I played a lot of Fox. Those were the ones I probably spent the most runs on. And obviously the Knight. But I just played a lot of the Knight just to unlock all of his objectives or whatever. And then he felt really easy to start with for just RNG. But man, that game is good. I don't like that game. Not at all.
Not the addiction. No. You have time. You don't have time to be addicted to one game.
I had. It's funny because after last episode, I want to say it was Sasquatch or someone else came. They were like, "I could have swore you said on the last episode.
You did say
you're never gonna play that on stream." And I said, "You know what? You caught me. You absolutely caught me." But I had just finished Yote. And I wanted to play something drastically different just for a little bit.
Right.
Oh, it's different.
And I already owned it. Yeah. And I already had it installed. I was like, you know what? Maybe sure. Yeah. It was right there. I'll boot it up. And then 12 hours later, I'm like, I'm still on this game. So that's been my last 2 weeks. I don't play Mega Bonk, play Outer Worlds, and play anything not Mega Bonk.
Perfect.
If that's not a rousing, enthusiastic endorsement of a game, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Do not play this game or you will not put it down.
Yeah.
It's terrible. You love it.
That's incredible.
That's funny.
That's so incredible. Funny. Tiddly, what have you been playing the past couple weeks?
I have been playing oh my goodness, excuse me. I've been playing IRL mostly. I went to Atlanta to visit a video game friend. But you forgot to mention we did do the epic raid with EpicDan on Monday before we left, which was really easy and really fun.
True.
I pulled in kind of a
that
stacked
is Destiny
team.
Though, but that is absolutely true.
That was Destiny. So we did. That was a really good time. So it was a treat hanging out with you, sir. So we did that really quick. And I don't know. I've been playing Rivals a little bit. There's Halloween stuff that I want to get into this week. So Destiny has a Halloween event, which I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about on the podcast. I won't go into that. Borderlands does.
How is that?
That is.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
It's funny you say that, Dan, because everyone I've talked to about it, I'm like, should I get into the Borderlands Halloween event this week? They're like, it's terrible. Stay away. It's so disappointing. It's not even worth it. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, how bad could it be? Like, why are people so mad about this?
I saw Damn It to Hell.
I've done all of them since they've started.
Oh no.
This is the worst Halloween event they've ever put out. Not even close.
Play Mega Bonk instead.
It's basically the public events. If you like, it's basically the little open world bubble thing. That's your Halloween event. Yeah. You go in there. I've already ran it. You go in there. You kill the boss, and then you get you get a cash. You know those shift cash, those rewards. You get that cash. It's called the Riptide event cash. that cache can then be unlocked to get anything between rarity of blue and legendary. Anything.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay.
Not like specific event type stuff.
But in that chest, there are 2 new drops.
Okay.
A legendary shield or legendary grenade mod called the Scully.
Okay.
And a legendary weapon.
Okay. All right. But if you include everything in the game, the likelihood of those 2 things dropping is nil.
Terrible.
Correct?
I pulled 55 of them Thursday. Thursday. I pulled 55 of them. Ask me how many
0.
Halloween specific I got.
0.
1.
0. Oh, you got 1.
I got 1.
You got 1.
And because of the way that event is, you have to just basically the strat is you find a safe house and you just drive in a triangle between about 4 or 5 locations that has a probability. They're like static location, but probable chance of it spawning that bubble.
So it's patrols.
Just drive. Now that being said, you can do the weekly Ripper drill site, and after you do the drill site, you get 1 guaranteed public event. I'm just gonna call it a public event to spawn.
Public event.
So what I ended up doing for 9.5 hours, I would load into the safe house.
9.5 for 1.
Now, granted, I did get a couple more. I think total in the entire session, before I decided to just farm up a whole lot of them and just get some numbers. Yeah. I think I ended up getting like maybe 4 Scullys and 3 weapons.
Okay.
So this is not including the 55. That's probably not a lot.
Yeah. Pretty stingy.
So you do the thing where you load into the safe house, you drive to the drill site, you do the drill site, and then you go do the public event. And then you fast travel back to the safe house, drill site, public event. And then just do that over and over and over. I know we're going to talk about it, but I said I would rather be playing Destiny's Halloween event any day of the week instead of this one. This is god awful.
It's terrible. Okay. So maybe I'm not going to do Borderlands public event this week.
Yeah.
For the Halloween event. There also is a Rivals Halloween event. They've added
play Rivals.
Yeah, they've added a PvE mode, which is a zombies mode. And I really loved COD Zombies, so I'm excited to check that. I'm going to be doing that on Wednesday, if not beforehand. Okay. So definitely like want to check out the D2 and the Rivals Halloween stuff this week.
I would play Rivals for that.
Yeah. What, really? Would you play Rivals PvE? Yeah.
Yeah.
Join, come on Wednesday. Let's hang out. Let's do it. I don't know anything about it, although from what I've heard, it's not free. It's not like easy. Like people are like, oh, it's actually like there's actually a little bit of challenge.
That's good.
Challenge to it. Yeah. So I don't know anything about it though. People like it, but I don't know much about it. So I can't
listen.
Really
Marvel Zombies is one of my favorite comic book storylines. So I'm all about it. Yeah.
Oh, cool. There's Marvel heroes and zombies. Yes.
That's perfect.
Now I'm gonna look it up.
It also says here on the document that you played Arc Raiders. How was that? That was the public test, right?
I played Arc Raiders. I don't know if we talked about it in the last episode, but I played the test. The full game comes out, I believe, on Friday. So I'm gonna hop in and play on Friday again. I really enjoyed the test. I think I talked about it before, but I enjoyed it. I also got into the closed marathon technical test. Okay. Obviously there's NDA, so I can't.
Yeah, you can't say anything about that.
You don't want to stream it like that one person?
Yeah. Come on, Tiddly. Tell us everything about it. Tell us everything about it, Tiddly.
Luckily for me and for you, I haven't played it yet, but I'm gonna probably hop in tomorrow. I just really enjoyed the open beta that they did, and I don't know. I mean, I understand we've discussed like all of the issues with the game and with Bungie and the copyright and everything, and I know that there's this dark cloud over the release and whatnot. But
I've heard it's better from like people that played it. They just only public has said that like they can't say any NDA stuff, but they said thumbs up. That's basically what they said. Is what I've heard.
Thumbs up. Okay, I can't say that or not that.
You
at
can't
all.
say anything, Tiddly.
No, you can't say anything.
Yeah, well, first of all, there's an NDA, but second of all, like even if I could or wanted to, I don't know because I haven't played it yet. Thank God.
No,
I've been
really
keeping up with this. That's been interesting.
But
I didn't get in. I was hoping to get in too.
Oh, you didn't get in?
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna play before the episode, but I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop in that tomorrow and check it out and see how that is.
It didn't apply.
I don't know.
I didn't apply because I was like, well, I was
You were busy.
You can't
gone.
stream it.
I was gone.
Oh, you are going to be gone. Yeah,
So I was like,
yeah, that's fair.
There's no use in me.
What's the point getting in there? And I mean, it's going to be around tomorrow too, but I'm guessing they've already. I don't know if they're rolling more invites out, but
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I really do want the best for Marathon. I enjoyed it when I played it before. I am going to go and hop in with a friend who's also in the technical test tomorrow and check it out and see. But like I'm hoping, I think for me, having played Arc Raiders is really, really fun. I think what I liked about Arc Raiders is the play. It feels kind of slow. Like I don't know why that is a positive attribute, but I felt like you would go in, you would run into teams, you would loot, but the time that like the play is slow, but the time goes by really fast. So like we did 5-6 hours like, and it went by in like a heartbeat.
Oh, wow.
Like it was that's kind of how it felt. Everyone's like, oh, the skyboxes are so good, the art style is so good. To me, it felt like, I mean, I could see that, but it felt like more of like a realistic extraction shooter, kind of like a Tarkov or a COD type game. Or even Battlefield or whatnot. So I think for me, like I like kind of the sci-fi art style that Marathon has better.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of being like a finished deliverable package, like I mean, obviously Arc Raiders is like releasing this week, so it's very much ready to go. There's definitely some stuff that I think they need to fix. But like I think Arc Raiders is obviously like 9/10 of the way there, and Marathon when I played it was like very, very much not there yet.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think if anything, the drones are overtuned in Arc Raiders, which I think is something because they changed the nature of the game and what they were going to do with it or whatnot.
It was supposed
the
to
drones
be
are really
PvE focused originally, right?
It was kind of exactly. And so like that makes sense because the drones are motherfuckers. Sorry.
Fuckers. Okay. Let's
like I mitigate my dirty mouth, but I have a potty mouth. Sorry.
We made it 29 minutes. I don't think YouTube's going to demonetize this when we eventually get monetized.
We're good.
We're solid.
Well, okay. I'm going to try not to do that anymore, but yeah, no, the drones are really annoying, and then the ammo economy is kind of terrible too. But you know, I'm a Destiny player. I'm used to a terrible ammo economy.
Proceed.
No, that's just a period right there in the sentence.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. No. And then IRL D&D. They played without me this week. We've been trapped in this tiny like medieval village where like the mayor's son is a ghost or something, and they finally left the town. I wasn't even there. We've been in this town for like 9 months. Let me tell you, like nothing is happening.
Were you the reason? Were you the reason?
To me, am I the problem?
Like all I need to be there for them to be able to escape this terrible tiny town. Okay, that's my week.
That's great.
There you go, Dan. Off to you, Dan.
That's awesome.
How was your week?
Dude, the past couple of weeks have been incredible. Yeah. Touched a lot of grass. I got to hug a lot of people. So yeah, Jenny and I went on our honeymoon. I'm just gonna do the TLDR version. We went on our honeymoon. We did a meetup in London and got to meet a bunch of people. Shout out to Clancy, Fredo, Bife, Nerd and Needle, Anubis, Bonafide Hero,
you met some good people.
Rich 009, Infernal Dragon, and Quinn for all coming out. It was fucking amazing, dude. And then like, and we met with Bonna the next day and like hung out with the Dizzies. This was Jenny's first time meeting a lot of these people. This was my first time meeting a lot of these people in person, and it was so fucking great, dude. It was like it was a great way to start the trip with like people that were familiar, in a city that we love, and
that's nice.
Bonna was great. He was constantly he was ever the host, I would say. Like he wanted people to enjoy themselves. It was so great, man. And then I met somebody like Rich 009 is somebody that I have known from before I was even in content creation. So like, this dude, he just happened to be in London, like doing work, and was like, and he was like, hey man, like I'm here. Like, when are you doing the meetup? And I was like, fuck, like Monday. We're going to this place called the Jackalope, and then we're like, and that place had like this spicy ramen down there. We didn't end up having any of the spicy ramen down there, but I was like, we would love to see it. It would be great. And he came and he brought a card, like a honeymoon or a congratulations wedding card, and had everybody sign it. So we have that. That was like the first souvenir that we were given on the trip. And
nice.
It was amazing. And so, yeah, I've known him for the better part of a decade and just met him for the first time the other night. So that's the power of Destiny, folks.
There you go.
That was really, really cool. Then we went to Porto, Portugal, and I found out that I really like port wine, which is a problem. And then I went to then we went to Mallorca, Spain, and we were there for like only a couple of days, and I got hugged by an octopus on the toe. I told Dan and Tiddly that story off stream, but I'll tell you guys about it on Tuesday. And then we spent the rest of the time in Germany, where we like hung out with some family that Jenny has. We got to see some like pretty cool castles and stuff. Yeah, it was just like a really good time. It's weird being back. The most anxious trip we had on the thing, I posted about this yesterday, was like coming back to the States.
Yeah.
Cause like everywhere else seems to have it pretty well together when it comes to like traveling back and forth between one of the things, and with the government still shut down, it was like, well, are we going to actually be able to get into Indianapolis, or like what's it going to be like? And we made it in fine, but it was
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. And yeah, it was just there's a stark difference. And like a little bit of a culture shock coming back, which was interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
But other than that, I played a lot of Balatro on the plane. So I did that. I watched a lot of Critical Role Campaign 4. I'm all caught up on Campaign 4 now. And that is freaking wild, dude. Before I left, Absalom came out, so I'm looking forward to playing that when I get into it this week. Which, if you haven't checked that out, it is like a like a beat 'em up, an old school beat 'em up, and set in a medieval world. The animation is the animation style is pretty incredible. I forget who the company made another beat 'em up that was like pretty well regarded within the past few years. But it's like a roguelite like beat 'em up. So you get different runs at things as you go along. Yeah. It's pretty neat. So I'm looking forward to checking that out this week. Other games I'm looking forward to, Dispatch. I need to check that out. Yeah. I also want to check out Lego Party, which kind of shadow dropped at the end of last month, and I hadn't heard anybody talk about it, but it was a game that I was looking forward to. It's a Mario Party like, and that might be like a good
if
team
you need
game.
Folks for a Lego party, let me know.
Hell yeah.
Interested.
That sounds
Lego party.
It's like $40. It's like, it seems really fun. And from what I've heard about it, like people who love Mario Party are like, this might be a little bit better. So looking forward to that. And then this week I'm just planning Feeding Frenzy stuff, the charity event that we do for Second Helpings. So already a lot of stuff on my plate after coming back, but it's good to be back, and it's good to be here. So yeah, man, I'm it's a whole thing. I did play, moving into the Destiny of it all. I did play one round of the Festival of the Lost event, which was, what is it called? It's like the Haunted Altars of
Haunted Altars of Sorrow.
Yes. I played one round of it and got the hang of it. I was like, oh, this is a lot of things slammed together. I don't hate it, but I haven't run like 50 of them yet, so I don't know. Right. But like for the most part, it was fine. I think the thing that I was most surprised by coming back, that I didn't like, I haven't been reading any of the twids because I've been gone. But there was they added the TechSec chest in the tower.
Yes, like a catch-up chest.
Yeah, and so that boosted me up. I'm like past 400 now because of that.
Yeah.
And just like logged into the tower, I saw it and was like, oh, okay. Oh, let's see this. And
nice, right? Yeah.
I grabbed everything. I was like,
oh,
okay.
1 million unstable cores that they gave you. Basically.
Yeah. That's so nice.
So yeah, I'm glad that they're getting rid of those. I think that this is not, while maybe not an elegant solution to how to fix that, like it is a solution. And yeah, man, I was pleasantly surprised by that, and then I went and hopped into the Haunted Lost Sector, Haunted Altar of Sorrow.
Lost sectors.
I liked it. I think it is one of those events that you can just like slam a podcast on and just mindlessly go like bang your head against, and it not have as much friction as maybe the Lost Sectors did.
So you're saying there could be somebody listening to Destiny Digest podcast right now while they're doing the Halloween event?
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
I mean,
tell your friends.
I mean, I feel like that's only the responsible thing to do.
I really think everyone should be doing that, is putting on this wonderful podcast that Danfinity produces and just, running Halloween events and,
Yeah. Barry says, I feel called out.
Hey.
Keep grinding. Keep grinding.
Yeah. Just keep grinding. Keep listening.
Noise.
Just listen to all the episodes.
Just listening.
Of Destiny
Digest.
Run
out of episode, just so you know, you can find this podcast wherever podcasts are.
Yeah, just wherever.
That's right.
Yeah. You can listen to some archives too. Anyway.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I thought that was I was pleasantly surprised coming back after a couple weeks off and like not playing games or anything. Like I'll probably while this is uploading and like rendering and everything, I'll probably hop in and do some more of that like later on tonight. So I was pleasantly surprised. But I don't know any of the drama of the past couple weeks around it. So fill me in. What's going on?
Drama around
the Halloween event. I mean, I was gone, so I haven't been around. I don't know the drama. All I know about the event is that I talked to my husband and he loves it. He is not representative of the entire Destiny community, mind you. But he said it's great. It's great for leveling. That he's feeling like he's getting like good drops from it. He likes the loot in it.
Yeah, I got tier 5 drops.
That's what he was saying. He's like, the drops are excellent. He's like, I'm getting tier 5 gear. Like I'm leveling. Like this is great. It's the dream. He's loving it. So
yeah.
But like I said, I don't know if I haven't heard any drama. So maybe Dan.
The only drama I know of was like right at launch. We had a few issues. There's a couple issues.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's like, so there's the soft lock bug that you can get where this happens. I find more if you like aren't running I guess it would have it either way, but when you get to the final boss, if you damage him too much, he has a segmented health bar. So he has one big health bar, and there's like 50% of it. That's when it shifts to another phase.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
if you go too fast, he will. So there are these shriekers. This of course is moon spooky, so you got to do the hive magic. When you get to the boss, you have to trigger all the you have to trigger all the hive magic interactions. Each one spawns a shrieker. The shrieker is the only way to. There's another way, but technically the only way to break his shield is with the shriekers. You can actually use a pumpkin to destroy the shield if it's soft locked, so that's a tip if someone's still struggling. But you break the shield, and then because the community has done Altars of Sorrows for years, we're just used to like super heavy dead in 5 seconds.
Dead in 5 seconds.
We do that in this event. And it causes bugs. Like we're all used to burning him down. So if you push him too quickly past the health bar, the shriekers don't close and don't respawn the hive magic. They close and then they're gone. Because the game for some reason thinks after the health bar is gone, it thinks because the shriekers are still open, you've already done phase 2 of the hive magic thing. So because of it already spawning because the shriekers are still open, the game for some reason thinks, well, we've already done the hive magic for phase 2 because he's already breaking his shield for a second time.
Mm-hmm.
But the game also knows, for some reason, in the coding, I need to turn off these hive shriekers because we're only supposed to be up for X amount of time. So it opens up, it's supposed to only be open for like 10 seconds, and then it turns off. Because the game obviously thinks it shouldn't take more than 10 seconds for me to break their shield with all the shriekers.
Right.
But because we do it so fast, these two coding things overlap and breaks the instance.
Oh, God.
So what you have to do, as of right now, is you have to bring up all the shriekers and just wait. Let him break the shield and then wait for the shriekers to go off and then nuke. It'll push him to the health bar, and then the shriekers will have their high magic pop back up, and then you just respawn them all, and then you can nuke again.
Okay.
So it's an unfortunate thing. I've been able to one phase them just because we put everything in them so quickly, but you can't, especially if you aren't running with a full team. If you're just listening to the podcast, just vibing out, you're not going to do that. You're not going to just nuke. So it's just an unfortunate thing because the community for a while has felt that this whole health gating situation has never turned out well for us, especially in like public event scenarios or like not really match made. This is match made, but like you don't know who you're playing with. So like it just causes issues. Like I know a lot of people would have preferred for us to just break his shield and just go to town, but it's just unfortunate. And you have all these other issues. The other one that I know of is that there's a very big chance you load into this event and nothing spawns.
Mm-hmm.
You're just in the moon area. You can't start the altars. Nothing shows up. And you get stuck in an instance of the moon that just ends up happening to just be a bugged, soft locked situation where you'll just constantly have people join, wait a few seconds, then leave. Join, wait a few seconds, realize it's bugged, then leave. I'm personally don't know how that happens, but Tuesday I loaded into probably 4 or 5 moon mission, like haunted altars, and even if you have like the little icon in the top left that's showing like haunted altar of sorrow tier 1, and the timer is going down to 0, it would just go to 0 and it would just like be gone. And the only way to fix this is just to go matchmake somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know of any other ones, but those are the big ones. And obviously a lot of people didn't like that Bungie's answer was, here's a workaround, just wait.
Yeah.
just wait it out a few seconds and then you can nuke the boss. And then the other one was basically like, just re-instance, just relaunch, just rematchmake. So I don't know of any other bug ones, but those are the two that I spent probably like 10 hours playing Haunted. I actually enjoyed it for the first day, but like I was like, man, I can't, this is just boring loading in and hoping and praying that we get a non-bugged version.
Non-bugged instance.
Right.
You know,
but better than the Borderlands Halloween event.
hey. Way better.
Okay.
Way better.
There you go. Low bar. But you met the bar, Bungie. Good job.
The bar is on the floor,
job.
basically, but
the
hey.
bar is on the floor, but you still win this one.
There's still a bar.
Job. There's a bar. Maybe we need to drink after the public events, but there's still a bar.
Did
also, I will say, I don't like how much, personally, I don't like how they have crammed so much on the moon.
Okay.
Cramming Onslaught on Altar of Sorrows and cramming Onslaught in the festival just pumpkin thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely kills my frames. This is the first world issue.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to 200 on the moon. In that mission, I'm getting luckily 80 or 70. Just because so much is going on with all this stuff.
Like, can you see all those frames?
I cannot.
It's almost like sunsetting so many locations is not necessarily healthy for building out more things in the game, right?
Crazy
how that works. Wow.
It's cool that Onslaught and all that stuff is there, but like,
yes,
it's you'll be fighting anything like the phases, and then you go from 120 or whatever you're used to, and then all of a sudden you're like, you just drop quality so quickly because so many things are happening. But I do like that they fixed, in my opinion, Altars of Sorrow by making it faster.
Yeah.
And not being nearly as many waves. Like, you can chill and be out of a run in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
So.
That's great. Well, I can't wait to hop in tomorrow based on that raving review.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. You get a lot of really good loot. I was really hoping they would give us the solstice situation, and it's not as good because technically we're not getting the portal drops, which would have made it really good. But you get all of the tier 5s. Like, I had a lot of people that were like around your probably less than what Dan's at.
Yeah.
Less than 400 or like around, saying, why am I getting so many tier 5s? I was like, well, it's just like Solstice. You can literally play this and get a lot of high tier stuff.
Yeah.
You can also
which I love.
Armor sets. Smoke jumpers in that, and a lot of other smoke, like all of the other armor sets are in there.
Yeah.
So you can get tier 5s of that armor sets if you need those as well.
Because people are saying Smoke Jumper really, really good armor set.
Yeah.
Like maybe best in the game. Is there specific, like, for the armor set for festival, it's just cosmetic, right? There's no set bonus.
Cosmetics.
Okay, just cosmetics. Okay. All right.
Unlike Solstice, there's none of that.
Okay, sorry. All right, yeah. Because that was something that we talked about. Was there going to be some kind of cool, like, Halloween set bonus?
Yeah.
But it's just the cosmetic.
I wish it would have, but yeah. I mean, if you cared for getting tier 5 armor or just
but
power,
Smoke Jumper, tier 5 Smoke Jumper is still like, that's really good. That's really good.
I got a whole set of tier 5 Smoke Jumper.
Oh, hell
just
yeah.
from doing altars.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And sometimes it isn't bad to have an event like this where it is a little bit of mindless, because you can kind of like play with your community and vibe and chat. Like, it's really good for stream.
Yeah. Another thing that they've done here, so we now get the Masquerader's helm. So the helmet for the masks, like, can also be like tier 5.
Yes.
Oh,
for that. Yeah. So
now, does that last or does it deprecate after the event?
It deprecates.
Oh, it does?
Yep. It says so at the bottom. It says
because I remember.
Well, then never mind. I take it all back.
So it's weird. It's one on one side. I agree, because it's nice. Yeah. Because the complaint is you're ruining my stats by making me wear this mask.
How dare you make me wear this mask?
So what they did was they let you get. I'm rocking a tier 5 Weasel mask that has pretty decent stats on it. The problem is, if you get a really good stat distribution of that mask, it instantly becomes irrelevant in 2.5 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I really wish they would not deprecate it. And I don't understand why. And we've had this back and forth with them, I don't know, for years at this point, because they were like, we're going to make it light level 10. We're going to make it no light level. We're going to make it this light level. This light. Just let me have the mask year round. And it's like if you get a really good piece of gear, like some people have gotten really good pieces of gear of this mask.
Yeah, the one that I got
to use it.
The one that I got is plus 30 for weapons, plus 20 for super, and plus 25 for grenade.
And you have that mod slot that lets you basically pick whatever armor set bonus you want, so you can still have the 4-piece. It's really nice, but
Bungie.
But enjoy it while it lasts. Let us keep the loot. Is this like, remember when they had that broom that like, oh my gosh, what was it? It was a
sparrow?
It's a sparrow, the sparrow broom. And then it was like only during the event, everyone was like, we love this so much. You need to let us keep this. Yep. Maybe if we complain, Daddy Bungie will let us keep this too. I don't know. Please.
I just don't know why. I want to ask them, why do you not want us to keep it?
Keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't do anything like special coding wise that might affect it year round. Like I would love for me to be in trials and wearing the Lodi mask with my tier 5 set. You know, you're gonna give me all the stats on. You might as well let me keep it year round.
Right. I mean, I used Festival of the Lost stuff for Verity. You know, it'd be nice to actually have like a mask that's not gonna mess up my stats
That'd
for that. So you know.
Yeah,
I gotta look as stupid as possible so I can clear that encounter.
Yeah, man. I'm always Callus Mask. Always Callus Mask.
I'm Traveler Mask because I like it's so easy to identify for me, and then I go Traveler Ghost. So it's and then somebody like I know people do like the Witch Hat and then the Witch Hat Ghost.
Yeah,
so there's so many like Festival of the Lost stuff that's so good for Verity.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, I just take the stats hit. I'm like, you know, it's like running. What are those Titan exotics that you can see when you're invisible? The ones with the little like solar like balls on them. Do you know what I'm talking about? You can kind of cheese Verity. There's like somebody in chat knows. There's like a Titan exotic that if you equip it, like you can see it. Essentially, because you can see the 2 glowing balls on the shoulders.
Oh,
like when
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
Pyrogales. So like I will literally thank you, Matt and Sherpa. So I will literally equip Pyrogales in Verity, so I know 100% that they can get me out first. Like I'm like, okay, I'm on 3. You know, I see myself on 3, and I don't even care. I like, you know, if I'm running a normal run, I don't even care. I'm like, get me out first. I don't care. I don't care that Pyrogales doesn't go with my build at all. I don't care. It's the same thing with the Traveler Mask. I got this weird ass build on. It's just like, you know, I don't care.
Yeah.
We're not trying to kill a boss in 2 seconds. We're just trying to get through this encounter. But that being said, it would be nice for stuff like Verity to have Festival of Lost that was actually like geared, you know?
Yeah. One thing about Festival of Lost, I was like, oh, when I get home, I'm probably going to only have a couple of days to play around with it before like everything goes away. But they have extended Festival of Lost to November 11th because of the bugs.
Oh,
so you have a couple of weeks with it to go and get more stuff, which I think that
you really going to want to be doing Halloween stuff mid-November?
You know, like, no, because I'm going to be ready for the tryptophan, dude. I want that turkey in my belly immediately. Like during.
I'm not a Thanksgiving person.
Do you really overlap Thanksgiving with Halloween like that? Like, I know they both have a pumpkin.
Yeah,
but
if anything, they probably should have started it like a week sooner. Like had a week on either side.
I've always felt that they should have it where the last week of it should end with Halloween.
Yeah,
like just.
I think that's a good call, and then it's over when Halloween is over. But I think 3 weeks is a good length of time to have it.
Yeah.
I'd say just start it a little bit earlier, end it like on Halloween or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thanksgiving is like hella mid though. Like the food is hella mid. I have taken to. Okay. I mean, I know food opinions are chaos, Dan, and we can argue about this. And maybe it's just because my mother-in-law is a terrible cook, which she obviously.
I'm going to blame your mother-in-law. Yeah, I'm going to blame your mother-in-law.
And I also don't eat turkey, but here's my solution, because it's like bland and tasteless, most of it. So, and I have taken to
most people don't know how to cook a turkey.
That's what there's probably that
they
too. But like
know how to cook a turkey.
Everybody wants to drop it in the oil.
My new Thanksgiving tradition is just making whatever food I want to eat, and I don't even care if it's traditional food. And then it turns out I like have a way better time. I'm like making food that I know is good, that has flavor and is tasty.
That's great.
What we do.
You know what? Food is chaos. Do that.
Food is chaos.
Touching that.
Food is chaos. Just enjoy whatever Thanksgiving food you enjoy.
Tilly's gonna send you a picture of her kitchen's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
To Dan.
That's fine.
And he's just gonna have
it's okay. I just I have such warm feelings around Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving might be my favorite holiday.
Oh, it's my least favorite holiday.
I think it's my favorite holiday. Like that's it's more complicated as family things have erupted over the past few years.
Yes.
But like the times that I have really good times around Thanksgiving. And my friends are primarily to do with that. So
that's fair then. Okay.
Yeah. That's fair. So it's not necessarily even about the food for you. It's just the time of year and seeing friends.
Yeah.
It's a line during that time of year for you.
I am also a sucker for stuffing. So that
I do like stuffing, but I like stuffing with like lots of herbs and lots of garlic.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. I can only do stuffing because dressing goes in the turkey.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
No, dressing is separate.
Dressing is separate. Then I do dressing, not stuffing.
Stuffing goes in the turkey.
Right. Because the stuffing will make me sick because of the meat. But
yeah.
But I'll eat it outside. Like I don't care.
Yeah, man.
It's all good.
But yeah, maybe I've just been lucky that like the turkeys that I have had have been particularly, and I'm sorry for this word, moist and good.
You like a little bit of moist meat, Danfinity?
Yes. You know what? Yes. Yeah.
Hey, when a turkey is cooked well, it's really good. I won't even front.
Yeah.
I've had so many bad turkeys though. I'm like, anytime I have turkey, I have to ask who cooked it.
Dude,
then that lets me know whether or not I'm gonna like it.
I am very lucky in that I'm vegetarian, so I don't have to do that. So what I do is I actually make a vegetarian pot pie, which has kind of like it has the same kind of savory base.
Mm-hmm.
You do like carrots and onions and garlic, and then I do lots of potatoes, lots of peas, and like I do a full butter crust from scratch.
Oh hell yeah!
And like with gravy, and it is like it's comforting, and it's got kind of like the Thanksgiving like. I do the fresh herbs, kind of like the thyme and the rosemary and the sage. So it's kind of got like all of that Thanksgiving flavor, but it's delicious.
No, it sounds awesome. And having had cookies that you've baked, 100% into like I'm in.
That's true. All right. So if we ever have Thanksgiving together, I will make you.
We should do.
Actually, do a chicken version of it too. I will make you a chicken version.
We should do a Destiny Digest Thanksgiving one year and have everybody in. That would be wonderful. That would be great.
I would love that. Yep. I mean, you have to collect. How many of the Infinity Stones?
I just need a Cepha, and then we'll.
Oh, you need Cephi? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanos' journey is almost done. He's just got all six of them.
We like to joke in the digest chat that Dan is just traveling around the world collecting, meeting up with the different people on the cast as like Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones.
I do feel stronger.
Got another one.
I do feel stronger after meeting Bana. So
yeah, there you go.
But
world domination almost complete.
But anyway, I'll say this: it would be great to have everybody in one room and just like
that'd be so fun.
Like insane.
Have Thanksgiving. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it on Canadian Thanksgiving. We don't have to do it on American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we don't. We could do it anytime. Honestly,
we could visit Cepha and do it in Canada.
You know what?
See?
Yeah,
I've got a passport. Clearly,
I got a passport.
So I mean, we should just freaking do it.
Right, back to Destiny.
All right, back to Destiny. Yeah, sorry, got sidetracked there a little bit. So they also said that Erie Ingrams are going to be dropping. They said they originally thought 777 would be a good target, but instead they later landed on 999,999. So no cap essentially for those. which is a good change. That's great. Make things more rewarding. Yeah.
No caps on these things are always good.
Yeah, this feels like a great way to catch up.
No cap on God.
Yeah.
No cap on God.
This feels like a great way to catch up if you're way behind, and maybe they need to build one of these events in like later in the season, like for each
like a catch up thing.
Yeah, like a catch up. But it is fun that it is something that's like, I don't know, it's a new activity, right? It's not like doing the same old, you know? Not that it's perfect, but still, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's super nice. Yeah. Since we didn't have an episode last week, we're going to talk a little bit about like the things that were in the TWID last week. One of them being a new event, Call to Arms preview. So starting on November 11th, the day that Festival of Lost ends, we get a new event called Call to Arms. Devrim K has been tapped by the Vanguard to help the last city find the best gear in the Sol system for its mortal forces. Devrim is asking all Guardians to put their best loadouts to the test by racking up higher scores than ever before. To aid the effort, Guardians can visit Devrim to increase the chance of receiving select weapons from this season's events via weapon attunement. Devrim will also be importing daily shipments that feature powerful gear from different activities. This will be a great time to complete your seasonal gear collection before Renegades begins. So the event weapons attainable, we have Submersion, which is the combat bow, Romantic Death, grenade launcher, Folded Root, rocket launcher, Ribbon Tail, trace rifle, the Sinencia, the sword, the Phenutria Farah hand cannon, and the Tracinus shotgun will be available. Additionally, as a thank you for the last city for their efforts, Devrim has arranged a new cutting-edge procurements to be delivered to those who participate. Cutting-edge procurements contain a random assortment of new Season 28 gear and other goodies designed to help you get a head start in Renegades. So that all sounds super neat. What are your thoughts on the call to Arms?
It reminds me, I don't know if anyone remembers, there was, I think Guardian Games this year had a daily event where every day was a different rotation of like 5 bosses. You had to kill as quickly as you could to get as high of a score as possible. And then whoever had the highest score at the end of that week would get that Guardian Games 10%, top 10% emblem.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of what it reminds me of, but on the next level.
Yeah.
Where instead of it just being for 1 week, you have to do it for all 3 weeks or however long it is. Just, I'm curious what the activity is going to be first.
Yeah.
Because the way they make it seem, especially for the reward, that like big flamey axe head and stuff, seems like it might be something worth going after. But the gear doesn't really interest me.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah. So I'm really hopeful that the content is worth it.
The head start on Renegades seems interesting.
Yes.
It almost feels like maybe like the event that we had before the Edge of Fate.
Rise of the Nine.
Yeah. Which everyone was complaining. They're like, why are you giving us old stuff when you're completely revamping everything?
Yeah.
Like,
and like this one, it seems like they maybe learned that lesson, and they were like, hey, let's give them some gear that will be useful when going into Renegades.
But I think that it's different though, because they're not like the revamp isn't happening.
Yeah, they're not changing an entire system.
Like they did, they already did that. It's not the same thing, right? The tiered system is already there. Like that's already, for better or for worse, in the game. So that's not happening. I think it's going to be more useful because of that.
Right. The only other thing of note that I'm seeing here is that I guess this week and next week, or we're seeing a D2 Creator Hub Epic Raid Challenge. I just wanted to say shout outs to Gambit's Casino, Aeons, Naria Sway. Let's see who else is on this list. We have Scaro, ATP, G Miners, Llama DT, or D2, Salta Greppo, Sherpa Mind, Nope, Special Hero I'm seeing on here, Khan, Gigs, and Vendetta.
Some good people.
Yeah, like a lot of past guests in that. So go check them out over the next couple weeks. Playing through the Epic Raid, you can get an emblem and all that emblem during their live streams for that. Moving into the post from this week. Let's see. We have they're introducing a new system called Orders with Renegades.
Yeah.
They say for a while now, Destiny 2 has had most of its XP, Bright Dust, and economy-based rewards behind systems that require specific activities, objectives, or loadouts to complete. While these systems could be fun, it could often feel like you weren't regularly rewarded when playing other pieces of content throughout the game. When Destiny 2 Renegades launches on December 2nd, we will be introducing the new Orders system. We hope Orders will provide players with a more consistently rewarding experience across D2, while less frequently asking you to manage your loadout or step away from the activities you and your fire team are interested in. This system will be replacing bounties and seasonal challenges with more approachable sets of objectives that rewards players consistently for their time spent in Destiny 2, be it 10 minutes or 2 hours.
Orders. Is it like they're giving us orders that we have to complete? Like good little
yeah,
good little officers. Here's your order should you choose to accept it.
Yeah,
that's interesting though. Yeah.
How it breaks down, it says so how will Orders work? Orders will be part of the improved seasonal hub that's launching along with Renegades. While you will see your activity orders in the portal main screen, the new overview tab in the seasonal hub is where you'll find them alongside your daily and weekly objectives, as well as the weekly rewards. Your active orders will be to the left are objectives to complete while you are doing other tasks, and they often focus on actions while like defeating enemies, using weapons, abilities, or playing a specific activity type. They are also granted automatically upon login, so you don't have to worry about them gathering them before you play. So like you log in for that day, it's just available to you. It reminds me of the old planetary system that they had when
look
D2
like planetary
launched.
Bounties. They literally look like planetary bounties that are just incorporated into the UI. Yeah. So I mean, nice quality of life, and like, I'm a person who didn't hate bounties.
Yeah.
I don't like the oh god, what is the thing that tracks you, the little along the nodes. I don't like the new node system but I used to like, I don't know, an old school. I like the bounties.
Oh, you didn't.
Wait, you're talking about Pathfinder?
Pathfinder. Yeah. I'm not a Pathfinder.
They don't even
fan.
use Pathfinder anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They were like, we don't like it either.
They didn't like it so much that they just completely killed it behind the shed.
I don't think did anyone ever talk about this though? Like
we talked about it. We talked about it several times on the show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I know I've said
we're the reason that they made this change. Obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just listening. They're like taking notes. They're like, well, oh no, EpicDan, I don't know about this. I don't know his take on Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I'm dead in the ditch.
Like what Jackmaster says, it's still in the pale heart. So
no one is mourning it. No one is mourning the Pathfinder.
It was a system that was
it was well intended.
I remember when they introduced it. They introduced it that weekend at GCX, like in 2023, I want to say. When like people were super upset. Like I just remember.
I wasn't mad at it. I just didn't.
Gambit died that weekend. Like this whole thing.
You're like, what else are we gonna take out back in the ditch?
Yeah. And they introduced Path.
Can we send Portal after Pathfinder, please?
Yeah.
It feels like they're just removing the amount of bright dust we can get. I don't know if anyone else feels
true.
that way.
Ethan does make a good point in chat. Like
it's a lot of bright dust.
It's true. It's true. And there are people who really care about that, like in terms of grinding for bright dust. So,
That's the one thing I did like about Pathfinder. Pathfinder, you could earn a decent amount of bright dust.
Yeah.
Just from playing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
The other one.
Yeah.
How much bright dust do you have stacked?
I bought one.
One of the sets?
I bought the Warlock set.
Okay.
Which I would highly recommend against. But I have a reason. Okay. I have a reason.
Okay.
Just a heads up. Which I didn't know this. My community said that they expected this because apparently other armors this way. I bought it specifically for the Warlock chest piece with the whole Slender Man tentacle thing.
Right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. However, in order for the tentacles to show up, you have to also wear the class item.
Oh, that seems like an oversight.
Yes, because...
Oh, no.
So at first I said, okay, it must be technically tied to the class item and not the chest piece. So if you take off the chest piece, it doesn't show anything.
Well, what if you just wear the class item?
If you take off the class item and put it on the chest piece, it shows the chest piece but doesn't show the tentacles. So if you want to have the tentacles, you have to wear the chest piece and the class item. You wear just the chest piece, you get just the chest piece, no tentacle. You wear the class item, you get nothing.
Oh, you have to do both.
And you have to do both. So I can't use prismatic exotic class items because I want to have the vibes. I wanted to have the look. Can't do it with prismatic. I can't use exotic class items.
No.
You can't use exotic chest pieces on Warlock.
Wow.
Because obviously, you can't.
Yeah.
So there's the two main playstyles I use. I don't really use exotic gloves. And I don't really use exotic helmets. I do use transversal steps. So that's the only thing I can make work and still have the look. The main reason I bought it, and yeah, people in chat said it, and people said, well, it's the same thing with the Darth Vader stuff. I didn't buy it, so I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Had I known that ahead of time, I would not have purchased the set.
Well, there's literally no way for you to know that.
There's no way for you to know because I can't test it ahead of time. Yeah. And unless I had bought some of the other armor pieces from other stuff they sold, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah. There's just no way.
So, just a heads up, anyone listening, if you do plan on buying it, just be wary that you have to wear both. You basically are wearing both pieces for the main thing I'm advertising. For the main thing that I'm advertising.
Right. The standout look. Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
But I think when I bought it,
you still have
I only have
200,000 bright dust.
Only 100,000.
Only 100,000. Oh,
not a lot. There's people out there with 400,000 or 500,000. I'm on the lower side of the millionaires.
I'm only the top 1%. I'm not the top 0.01%.
But I don't spend my bright dust for anything, and I only spend my bright dust on during the time where they right now when they give you this free 700 a week.
Yes.
That's when I'm okay, I'll buy something sooner or later.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So the only thing I spend it on is any shaders. I'll buy those because it's 700 easy.
Yeah.
And maybe an emote that's super good. Maybe. But most of the time I won't because they're 3,000 and I know I'm not going to use it enough. It's not worth it. But there's a couple. Or certain exotic ornaments. If it's a weapon that I know I'm already using a lot, when they showed Icebreaker, I was well, I'll buy Icebreaker.
I'll buy it. I use it.
I'm using it all the time.
Shaders?
Shaders, yeah.
Absolutely shaders.
Yeah, those are cheap.
So,
yeah.
I'm holding off on buying the new two packs that they came out with. Mm-hmm. The new 4 packs
They're
of
good.
shaders.
They're so good.
They're very good. They're very good.
Keep taking my silver, Bungie. I hate it.
I know. I bought them. I'm such a sucker. They're so good, though.
He bought another set. Let's make another one.
Oh, I'll make more cool shaders, Bungie, please.
I hate it,
all my money.
No, dog. Nah, there's too many games to play. There's too many other games to play.
I've
been playing them all, but
I like my budget for Marvel Rivals skins alone.
Yeah. Ugh. Man,
that's the only one though.
Oh my god.
That's why I can't get into Rivals, because that's just going to be another
money suck. It's a money pit.
No, there's honestly
the moment I see Sue Storm's ornament, I'm like, well,
I mean, they just do pixels right, man. Every time there's like a pumpkin skin for Jeff the shark, and he's so cute. Man. He's so cute. I want it so bad because he's so cute. Oh my god! Like I literally have bought like 3 or 4 video games worth of like skins.
Yeah.
Rivals
Can you
alone.
at least earn something in game to buy it?
Yes. You can't. There is currency like kind of like silver or in Bright Dust, like kind of equivalents, but they're also like the passes that they do. The main battle pass, you can buy that for $10, which is completely a good deal for all the stuff you get. But then you also they have mini battle passes. Oh god, I spend so much money on this game. They do like mini battle passes, which usually have at least like 1 or 2 really nice skins in them, and then you get other cosmetics. But those also have free stuff. So if you just play the game, like you can get tons of actually really good cosmetics. But then you're just like, I'm getting so much for free. I might as well spend $20 on this skin too. See? Why not? You know? Jeez.
Imagine how much more Bungie would spend.
Capitalism.
If you could do that, right? Just playing the game, you could earn silver and buy stuff.
Yeah, imagine. Crazy.
More information about the orders. You can get legendary exotic orders by completing orders. They like when you complete one, it just like drops another order for you to like keep rolling with, and then it like gives you a bar for like the commonality of what that order is going to be. Then you have team play, so you're not going to be competing really against other people to complete your orders. When you're in a fire team, it will complete orders together. That's a solid change. There's going to be a crucible bonus.
Actually, the team play is something I have been complaining about for so long.
Everybody's been complaining about for so long.
Oh my god, that's such a nice quality of life change. It really is.
Team progress is so nice.
That is really good. That's really good, actually.
Order payouts for Bright Dust. There's a table here showing common, weekly Bright Dust. You get like hold on here. Common and legendary orders Bright Dust cap equals 1,000 Bright Dust per week, starting at maintenance. Exotic order Bright Dust cap is 6,000 per Bright Dust per season, starting at the expansion launch. So now, they are limiting the amount of Bright Dust that you can get, that you can earn.
Damn,
throughout
not a lot, man.
Yeah. So they want you to spend that money, man.
Silly.
They want you to spend silver.
I mean, I get they want us to spend money in the store, but honestly, like I was saying about Rivals, like they give you so much free stuff, so you're like, oh, I should spend money because they're giving me so much free stuff. Like it's just the mentality of nerfing the amount of free stuff you can get in the game isn't going to encourage people to spend their actual money. Nope. And in fact, I feel like the mentality is opposite from the consumer standpoint. It's like that's why
I keep all my Bright Dust. That's why
Fortnite was so successful. Oh my god, it's because they're like, I got this game for free. I can spend the money I was going to spend on the game on the skins instead. But Bungie is not putting out a free game. Like, am I ranting?
I've been saying for a while that I think that they are trying to phase out Bright Dust.
Oh my god, it's such a terrible idea, though. It's a terrible idea. The more
they're
you
not
give
trying
to
to phase it out,
the more likely they're going to spend money.
Yeah, they don't like how many people have 100,000. It really seems that way because I noticed if you go to Zavala, you can buy some of the weapons, like the weekly weapons, for Bright Dust.
Yeah.
Instead of just like why would I want to spend Bright Dust to get like my weekly pinnacle drop? And it's like someone is there like saying like these people have too much Bright Dust.
They think their Bright Dust economy is busted or something.
Yes, just like how legendary shards or
right. They're like, we're just going to phase this out.
They have a Bright Dust actuarial accountant.
No, they don't understand the mentality of the average Destiny player. This is not going to get people to spend their real money.
They're not going to spend their money on it. And they what they can't do. I know. maybe when Pete Parsons was still, but I just know they had a conversation where they said, how much blowback would we get if we just deprecated Bright Dust? I just know
sure
somewhere in the past couple years.
I completely think you're right.
They were like, how could we spin this to where we don't get absolutely flamed for just having all the Bright Dust go?
And somebody in the room was like, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's just,
there's got to be someone in the room who knows what's up.
And they can't figure it out.
I can't do that.
What if Pete gets paid out by Bright Dust? What if that was the deal?
How do you translate Bright Dust to old retro cars? That's what the question is.
There's a lot of vintage cars.
What if that's the way they get rid of him? Was like they're like, okay, fine.
How much is this 1960 Oldsmobile in Bright Dust?
2 million Bright Dust. What are you gonna do, Pete?
That's how they pay out his shares.
It's just unfortunate. That's all, because Tiddly is absolutely right. If there was like any other systems that lets me earn this, like we've said it a lot on the podcast, and hundreds of people, thousands of people probably said it just in their own communities and in their own friend groups.
Yes.
But if you want us to go to the silver real money route, I shouldn't be getting Bright Ingrams and they'd be duplicates.
Yes.
Like that's the core of it. Like
Bright
Ingram used to be really satisfying. Someone mentioned it earlier.
So satisfying.
We remember deleting stuff from Bright Ingram and getting a little bit of Bright Dust. Just over time. You get, anytime you got an exotic legendary, you would delete it, get a little bit of Bright Dust.
A little bit of Bright Dust.
And then the big first wave of Bright Dust Gate happened when they gave us the tribute hall, and you had to spend all your Bright Dust to fully max it out. And that's how they try to do it originally.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't spend it now. I had 190,000 Bright Dust.
Mm-hmm.
And that's before that happened. And I was buying everything in the store with my Bright Dust. And I also upgraded all the stuff in the tribute hall with my Bright Dust. I was like, I'm just going to, bump it all out and not have to worry about it. And I did it because I knew if I played enough, and I played a lot back then, if I played enough, I could earn the Bright Dust. Yep.
Sure.
All back. Yep. And I remember going into Shadowkeep. I went into Crown of Sorrow weekend with 189,000. Went into Shadowkeep with 15,000. And I remember I was like, I can't buy all of the Halloween sets for the first time in like the first couple of years.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't buy them all.
Intentional though.
Intentionally, I was going to buy them all. Then I was like, wait, I haven't earned any Bright Dust in this, month or whatever.
And it's not like you're not playing the game all the time either.
So since then, I was like, I'm not just going to save all my Bright Dust and only spend it when I really have to.
Right, which is why we have this hoarder mentality connected to the currency, which is why the Bright Dust accountants at Bungie are like, why do they have hundreds of thousands of Bright Dust and they're just sitting there? It's their fault. They did this. Yep. They're making the currency more rare. Making it more rare is just going to make people hoard it more.
The Bright Dust bean counters are not happy.
The bean counters are mad.
They're very mad.
They don't understand the mentality of the Bright Dust spenders. Okay.
Yeah.
They don't understand. Yep. Anyway.
Moving to.
This isn't going to go over well for them. That's all I'm going to say. This is not going
to. Somebody bookmark this right here. Okay. We're going to come back to this
one.
Gang.
Clip it.
Clip this.
We're going to get that post where they say we missed the mark on this or something.
They're going to be like, Destiny Digest called it first. Let's go.
Our bounty's gone. At this point, we know that there's a question you may be asking yourselves. The answer is not all of them. Banshee, Failsafe, and Devrim no longer provide bounties, but there will still be other vendors that offer daily and weekly bounties. Those that remain still grant the rewards that they did prior. So if you're inclined to pay Varix, Petra a visit every now and then for some XP, you can still do that.
Okay.
So there you go. They also had this about returning players. They said to go along with the new orders system, we are now also introducing new returning player bonuses for those of you who might have taken a break but are looking for a way to go back into the fray. We have 2 very defined goals with the new system: to get returning players up to speed fast and to reward engaged players who are helping them. So players who do not sign in or earn a talking is hard. Players who do not sign in or earn a total of 30 ranks during Season 27 will qualify for this benefit. These players will be marked as returners. Returner's boon. This boon increases all experience gains for the next 6 months. Completing orders earns you a returner's gift up to 10 per week or until 30 have been earned in total. The returner's gift. Returners can earn a suite of one-time returner's gifts with 30 unique rewards upon completing orders. Some notable rewards: numerous enhancement materials, tier 3 and tier 4 gear, exotic engrams, 1,000 bright dust, iridescent engrams, an engram containing a past Eververse item that you don't own yet, and the tower pamphlet emblem. Returner's blessing. While playing with someone who has the returner's boon and you do not, that will grant you the returner's blessing. The blessing increases all of your experience that you earn. Completing activities while Returner's Blessing is active bestows random bonus portal engrams that you can then earn when you next complete the activity. A chance to earn an exclusive emblem when completing activities. And finally, the blessing will automatically complete some common orders when you complete activities to help reward you for accompanying the returning player. We've been making a lot of changes to power rewards and more since Edge of Fate launched, and we hope that these new returning player bonuses help you or your friends get back in for Renegades starting on December 2nd. Thoughts? How's everybody feeling about that?
Here's a question. This is a totally valid question to the panel, the community, and our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know of people that plan on returning for Renegades? Like, for real? Like, I know some people are taking a break, but to make this a selling point to like get back into the game and stuff, it seems almost telling or interesting that like they're putting a lot of effort into this in hopes that they can get players back.
Mm-hmm.
It is nice that like they are giving you a reason to play with other players.
Yeah,
but it just doesn't feel like. Maybe it's just me, but it doesn't feel like a lot of players that they want to return will return.
Yes, I think that's correct. I think I have heard of some people say I will come back for Renegades. That sounds cool. And also not related to returners, but people who come in who are like, should I try this game at all? I'm like, no, wait until Renegades comes out.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that there's a little bit of both, but I also don't think that this system will entice people who have not been playing the game to play the game, which is I think what Bungie's hope is. I think that this system will benefit people who were going to do it anyway. Really.
Yes.
This says
anyway.
Yes, and who are going to come back anyway for Renegades.
So the conversation that you guys had a couple weeks back about people leaving and about like that.
The numbers.
One platform.
That big
so
graph
interesting.
that came out,
So interesting.
Yeah, that was hugely interesting. This feels like a direct response.
Like, I didn't think about that, but maybe they're like, well, the data's out there, the community. I mean, I feel like they've known the data, right? It's just the community hasn't really had a conversation about it. And I think there's community members who have like that's really gosh, I can articulate, I promise. Like it really was so validating to see that data, Dan, because, and that was part of the conversation, is that we really have been feeling this as a community, but this really validated the way we've been feeling about how the game has been going. Right. So, and I think that Bungie saw that, they saw the community response to that. And this absolutely could be a note to that, because basically saying, hey, we hear you. We know there's people who are dropping off. This is the way that we're going to try to get people back. However, I don't think this is the strategy that's going to get people back. I think it might help people. I'm not against it. I think it's going to help people who are coming back anyway.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's nice. I think any kind of catch up is nice, because one of the gaps this season has definitely been the power grind, in my opinion. So at least in terms of like accessibility and desire to play, which we've talked at great length on the podcast about. But yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Does anyone remember Refer a Friend?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to bring that up.
I first thought of when
Refer a Friend.
It reminded me of Refer a Friend, except for returning players. Kind of just.
No, I do remember that. I do remember. Yeah. I
seems like
remember that.
A net positive, hopefully. But.
Yeah.
And it is anecdotal. Like, I definitely think, like, I can only speak to my community and like the people that I've talked to, which is a very, very limited sample size. I'm fully aware of that. So like, and I also don't stream Destiny consistently either. Like, I think my core community is Destiny, but like, you know, asking me how many people have you talked to who are coming back for Renegades, that's going to be a handful. That's not statistically viable. Like that's not representative of anything. It's just more so like hearsay. Right. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Star Wars will be the pull that gets people back. I really would love that to be the case.
So my friend, Mr. Dunes, like I play with him in Mod Sherpa every Tuesday, or had every Tuesday, like to play Destiny together. Right. And this season was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for Dunes. And he was like, hey, I'm out probably until Renegades, because I this whole portal thing is really messing with me. And it just led to a lot of negative feelings for him. And so like, I know he's planning on returning. This will probably benefit him in some way if he didn't hit the 30 ranks. But for somebody who started the thing and was used to going hard in Destiny, you probably would have hit those 30 ranks though. You know what I mean? I don't know who this is for necessarily, but I don't know if it's for anybody that I really know all that well.
Yeah. Right. That's all I'm saying. It just seems like something like, unlike the new player experience that they've tried to create / fix over the past however many years.
Sure. The onboarding.
You know, it's like, okay, it's for someone trying to get into the game. It's like all these like prerequisites you have to fit in order to be able to be like rewarded with all these things. It just seems like very, very specific group of people that they're targeting.
Yeah. Right. And it is interesting that they're targeting returners, because I think you're right, Dan. I think that they have been trying to talk about onboarding, like helping new players in. So targeting returners is maybe that's a refreshing thing, but it does underline kind of the point that we were making 2 weeks ago, that like Bungie's aware they've got a retention issue too, right? Doesn't that kind of say that they're aware too, that they're like hemorrhaging players at the seams?
And it's like I said in the group, there's a couple. Yeah. I've gotten 3 emails.
Oh, you were talking about that. You want to bring that up quick? Yeah.
Where they've asked me
surveys.
They were like, you're not playing as much right now. Can you tell us why? Or
interesting. Yeah.
Or do you plan on playing? Like, one was, you're not playing as much right now. Can you tell us why? Basically, that was the survey. And they had a bunch of questions like, do you agree or disagree? 1 to 10, like all that kind of stuff. Another one was, how do you feel about the current state of the game? And I was like, where do you want me to start? But that was another one. But it was another like, 1 to 10, agree to disagree. And I was like, you're giving me a lot of emails about how I feel about the overall future of the game. And that tells me that, like,
well, right. It's
internally, like they are really pushing for something.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like when this happened to me in college, right? You take a psychology 101 class, and they make you take like the surveys for the people who are graduate students or like doing their senior thesis. Like you're the guinea pig as part of the of the psych thing. And so I would take these surveys, and I would be taking the surveys and be like, what are they trying to get at here? Because you can kind of suss that out. Like if you're taking a survey, you kind of can get at like
bias.
Well, right. You're trying to figure out the bias, or you're trying to figure out why, like you're thinking about like, why are they asking these particular questions, right?
Yep.
You're getting this survey, Dan, and you're like, why are they asking me about why I'm not playing the game right now? To me, that says they're concerned about people like you who were active players that may not be as active right now. So that's so interesting. So interesting.
Because I don't get emails from them outside of like the one they send you after you complete your first raid or something, or new seasons. That's the one I'm used. I'm used to seeing one of those two things. We got a new season, check it out, or new raid you completed with this group, or this is your yearly like Destiny stats or something.
Yep.
So like these survey ones were like really interesting. I'm like, you sent me one 2 weeks ago. Why are you sending me another?
Why? I can't believe they sent you two. That's so interesting. So interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all the news that I'm seeing here that's worth printing. Between all of us, the Bounty for Good's coming back, which is great. Green Band Gaming has the Destiny 2 bundle for sale. Great deal for those of you looking to buy some Destiny 2 expansions for Steam. You can save up to 95% and support the Bungie Foundation at the same time with the Destiny 2 expansion bundle 2025 available at Green Band Gaming. The charity bundle gives you the expansive journey through both Light and Darkness Saga and the ongoing Fate Saga. The Legend tier includes D2 Year of Prophecy Edition, which includes both of this year's expansions. So a unique opportunity to get up to date with Destiny 2 at a discount. The bundle is available until November 5th. I'm going to click on the link here and hope it doesn't give me a virus.
$35, by the way.
Yeah.
$35 for the full thing?
For every single thing, including Renegades, and like up until the next expansion.
That's
$35 is the cheapest I've ever seen.
Probably the best deal I've seen.
Best one.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Not even close.
So, yeah. Although it says offer ends in 89 days, 17. That's there's got to be something wrong with that timer, maybe. I don't know.
I would assume that means whenever Renegades ends. That's what I assume.
Okay, gotcha. That's
cheaper than if you don't have Renegades, you buy this one instead.
To buy that, buy that instead of Renegades for sure.
100%. Plus, the proceeds go to the Bungie Foundation, which they do good work.
They do.
I think all of us have streamed for them at some point.
Yep.
So yeah, that's all the news fit to print in Destiny. How are we feeling?
Where's that roadmap?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody in chat mentioned that too. I mean, we had an interesting conversation with Sammy the last episode about how much of a roadmap people actually want or need, and like because we were talking about exotic missions in particular. And Heliostat, because we were talking about whether or not is it worth knowing when those are coming out? Is it more exciting for them to be a community puzzle for people to find and figure out? That kind of thing, right? It's like what's like how much information should they tell us, and how much should be a surprise? And then, like at this point in the game, if they don't give us a roadmap, is that gonna drive people away more? Like,
right.
So I don't know. It does feel a little weird. It does feel a little weird that it's just kind of like, oh, Renegades is kind of like the next big thing on the horizon. But I mean, I know people who are still working on stuff because of the contest dungeon that's coming out. So they're like, well, I have to be geared. I'm not gonna stop playing. I don't want to play. I'm not gonna stop playing though, because I need to be geared. And granted, this is not representative of the community. This is like, contest, like dungeon racers, right? So this is very specific part of the community, or they're like, I hate this game, but I'm playing it anyway. And my husband's like, I'm enjoying Festival of the Lost, la-di-da.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching podcasts and playing Destiny, or like I'm so done with this game. I'm just gonna grind for the contest dungeon.
Yeah.
But I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
We need a roadmap sooner than later. And like, how long has it been since they even mentioned the roadmap?
They announced it, I want to say September 7th.
It hasn't. Yeah.
So
I mean, we have one. We have one that's broad strokes. It talks about Renegades. It talks about the dungeon.
Right.
But like, man, we haven't talked about that in a minute. It would be nice for them to go in and start cranking the hype machine. You know, like
I would say the reason they haven't is because of all. It feels personally like their entire plan has been ruined. Because they spent all the time. They're spending all of this month.
Yeah.
Rolling back all these Edge of Fate
all
changes.
these portal
That's
changes.
all they've been doing since ever since Ash and Iron. They've just been rolling back. That's been their focus. And
they're
I wonder
reactive.
I wonder if that's caused a lot of issues. And they're like, well, we can't talk about this right now. We can't do the roadmap right now. Because all of that has been put on the back burner while he spent basically all of late September and October, all of October, trying to fix Edge of Fate.
That is crazy. I wonder if that's why they said in that one tweet, they're like, we're gonna stop like doing this reactive tinkering as much.
Yeah.
And just let things be broken more. I mean, I'm wondering if that was a kind of like an internal conversation, whereas like we're spending all this energy like being reactive and we're not creating product that we're going to put out like months from now that's going to suffer because we're not being proactive, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're tired of probably. I wonder if they're tired of
they are
putting out a system or putting out content.
Yeah.
And within 6 months, having to basically tear it all back down.
Tear it down, yeah.
It's just what it feels like the last couple of years. They put out a system, they introduce it, brand spanking new, and then within 2 months, they're having to like slowly.
They're like, oh, everyone hated
pull
that
out stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because you can't focus on new stuff. That's like
sure.
someone asked me, like, am I excited for all these Edge of Fate changes? And I said no. They are definitely needed. I understand that, but it just makes me mad. It makes me worried and upset because they're not focused. They're not focused on making new content.
Yeah,
they just aren't. Like all this time they're spending rolling all this stuff back. They could be spending it, which I don't think they're not doing it, but like the focus should be on making Renegades as good as possible and working on the next expansion. Yes. But they can't because at least forward facing, it looks like they're just focusing on July still. You know, that's just what it seems like.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
I think part of the problem is that they're expecting these the content pushes to like they have to stick for longer, right?
Yes.
Because they're not the cycle of content is like it comes out and then has to stick longer than it used to because they're not coming out with like smaller pushes that are more frequent, right? So I think that's why they're having to do this because this is the only content they have for X number of weeks. And if people hate it, there's nothing new. If the content cycle was shorter, then they'll be like, oh, it's okay. It's just 2 weeks and then something else is coming and they're just going to forget about it. We can just like push out the new thing and then they'll stop complaining. But and I think other games are like that too. It's like, oh, well, you know, this is, we hate this, but like it's changing anyway in a couple weeks and it'll be fine. Right. But Destiny, like, I think it's a resourcing problem. And I'm like, this is why Sony being involved is hopefully going to be huge to hopefully huge in terms of resourcing them so they don't end up having to get into this. But it is a fine line and you know it's I feel like the resource management there is like we've talked about that before about Marathon, about like the creative teams and how they're doing under like all the leadership management changes, all that stuff. Like that's got to weigh into it too. Like it's just a weird shifting environment, but they have to be forward looking. Like I get that there's people who are like, well, we need to fix the problems in the game. And they do. I think they need to do both, but it's like
it's tough.
Like it's a zero-sum situation, right? Because like they don't have unlimited resources. I'm hoping they'll have more with Sony, but right now I'm sure they're like, well, we get to pick. What are we picking? You know? And of course, it's like internally, I'm sure there's different teams working on different things, but still, it's like, you know, you're not talking about unlimited resources. So
it's like if something happens with Renegade and like something comes out underbaked, as people like to say, or like bugs come out at the launch of Renegades. Everyone's gonna like go down their throats, and at the same time, they could be like, "Well, we didn't get a chance to spend as much time fixing everything because we had to spend the last 9 weeks putting all hands on deck on, you know, content from 6 months ago, which sucks."
That's a problem that wasn't created by the community, though.
You can't blame the community for that.
Absolutely can't. No, because we're just.
I would never blame them for that.
We're just consuming what we're given, right? And we're going to react how we're going to react, right? We just want to enjoy the game that we're playing.
And they want us to as well. Like at least the dev side, they want us to as well. It's just like. When you put something out that's kind of like a wet fart, like what are you going to do?
But I think it's not even that it was a wet fart. It was like the systemic redesign.
Yeah.
Right. That no one asked for, that they thought was necessary, and probably, to be fair, was necessary. But but also like it that wasn't juicy or exciting for the community. In fact, like it didn't go the way the community did not receive it well. Right.
Yeah,
so they're like, they spent so much, I'm sure, so much time, so much energy, so many resources doing this systemic revamp. And the community is just like, that was the wet fart. That was the wet fart that no one asked for. You know, and they're like, give us more things to do, give us GMs back, like give us update Gambit. Like, I don't even know, like just like we don't want a complete systemic redesign, you know.
Hold on. Update Gambit.
I was ready until you said Gambit, Tiddly.
Let's not go too far here.
Man. Okay, that's fair. You're right. I'll draw it back a little bit. I still haven't gilded my Dragadin.
Have you done your dredging this season?
I have not done my Dragadin. I need to do my Dragadin. I know. That kind of tells you, though. It's kind of telling, right? You. I am
like the
gilded.
First thing you do.
That's the first thing you do. I have not gilded my Dragadin. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So it really like the systemic redesign didn't feel like we were getting content. It just felt like they spent a lot of time on something that no one asked for.
Yeah.
That didn't give us more content to play. In fact, it made the game more onerous at its core, I would say.
Yeah.
Get on it. It doesn't. Okay. I will put my Dragadin just for you, Matt. Just for you. There's a support group. They have donuts.
Ethan Schmeathan says, I just don't get why we have to keep doing this cycle. They changed a huge core of the game systems. They came out half baked, and then when they finally get in a decent spot, they completely change it again. I feel like that's like it is also what is that ship that at one point is finished, but it also like you keep changing parts out on the ship until it's not the same ship anymore.
Well, human bodies do that too.
Well, human bodies. Yeah, the ship of Theseus. Thank you, Eddie.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
Yes, Theseus, like that's. I mean, that's what Destiny 2 is. It's the ship of Theseus. Like it's.
But it's like called a live service game, right? That's what's going to happen in a live service game. They're going to keep on changing stuff.
Yeah,
out. But it's. Yeah,
I think it's also at the whim of the director at the time. Like we had the changes with Joe Blackburn.
That is true.
And Joe Blackburn.
That's true.
Joe Blackburn was very public facing and owned a lot of the mistakes that were made.
Yep.
And like then proposed ways to fix them. You're not going to have that with Tyson Green. Tyson Green has no presence online, and Tyson Green, I don't necessarily know if he cares. Well, and not that he doesn't care.
As long as he does a good job, I don't think he needs to be forward facing. I think the community needs someone. Like, it's why I think last episode we talked about it. I feel bad for DMG because he unfortunately is the forward facing part of the community, but he has no stake in how the game is created.
Yeah.
So like he can say what he wants, and it's nice. But even the community sometimes will hear him and be like, well, you can't really do anything about this game. And then it's obvious because it will say something. The community will respond to it. the devs that are actually making the game will do something totally different.
Yeah.
And then he's got to clean it up. It's just it's a unforgiving job.
It's an unforgiving job. I mean, at least it's the Destiny team now, and it's not just like him.
Yeah. That's why they changed the Destiny team.
Yeah,
which is because people suck. So sometimes,
I also wonder like how much of it is like a fatigue element. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of like you're not making the same systems every time, but you wanted to make a splash with this thing that seemed like it would be a decent way to make it less confusing to know where you need to go for things. But yeah, I don't know, man.
It probably is, like you said, just the director who like feels differently about the game.
Yeah,
sure.
Sometimes works out good, sometimes it works out bad.
I think in like right now it's with the launch of Edge of Fate, it took it to this place that nobody saw it going, and like I wanted to like the portal system more, but I don't like the portal system as much. The changes that they've made over the past few weeks have been great. I feel like
They're good.
Yeah, I don't feel really like coming back to it after being gone for 2 weeks. It doesn't feel like a completely new game, but it feels closer to something that I'm comfortable with from before.
Yeah.
And that like the closer we get to that mark, I'm like the more happy I am. And so I don't know, man. I'd also like I don't know. This game just has so many people's expectations on it. Like how you can make anybody happy. And taking all that into account is mind-boggling. I'm
for sure.
Not envious. Sure. I'm not envious.
No, totally hear that. Yeah.
But let's get into community questions, shall we? We only got 2.
Absolutely. Okay.
We'll wrap this up with these. Barry asks, so you can put a mask for Festival of Lost into the game. It can be anything, real person, character from the game or movie. What do you pick?
I can put a real person on his face in the game.
Yeah, you can put a real person's face in the game.
I would probably just put another video game character that I really like on.
That's a good idea.
I would just some of them that I just thought that would be super easy. Like I'd obviously want Master Chief.
Okay,
that's like an easy one. But then I would want Rex from Mass Effect.
Okay,
and if you look at Rex, he's a big guy. He's the Krogan from that universe. But I would love to. It goes back to how like back in Halo you could like play as the Covenant.
Right.
So I've always wanted to have like the ability to play as some of the alien races in Destiny. But if it had to just be a mask, I would love to walk around with Rex's face or the Krogan mask.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
That's pretty sick. Madalat in chat is saying SpongeBob mask. Would you just drape over your front?
Though?
Tiddly, what about you, friend?
That'd be a good one.
I don't know. I feel like maybe like a Pokemon crossover would be fun.
That would be cool.
We did some like card opening, which I've never done before.
You were doing card openings?
Yeah, we did card opening when I was visiting Tia this week because her husband does like Pokemon card stuff, and I didn't know how fun it actually was. Like I understand why people stream it now because it's like very entertaining.
It's insane. Yeah,
it's so entertaining. It's basically like gambling.
Yes,
but
for kids. But for children.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, that always goes really well.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, let's move on from the child gambling.
All right. The one that instantly came to mind for me would be the aliens from They Live.
Aliens from They Live.
Have you ever seen the movie They Live?
That's a movie?
It's a movie. It features Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
Very specific.
I've seen this movie before, only because of Roddy Piper.
Yeah, man. Roddy Piper picks up these sunglasses and is able to see secret messages in everything around him, and is able to reveal that some people in society are aliens that are trying to collapse the society. There is a very long fight in there with Keith David, which is pretty incredible. You could probably just watch that fight on YouTube. But I highly recommend watching the full movie. I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Yeah, it's an incredible movie. Is that the movie
that quote is from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good quote.
Yeah.
I was going to do that for the Telltale Tavern episode. I was
Perfect.
Bubblegum and Eldritch Blast. I'm all out of bubblegum.
Perfect.
I didn't know this was directed by John Carpenter.
Yeah,
Okay.
John Carpenter directed it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
it's a great movie. I highly recommend everybody watch it this Halloween season, or just whenever you're feeling down, like I do, or maybe the
Watch it while you're jamming out on some haunted altars.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
once you're
do
done
that.
with all the Destiny Digest episodes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Of course.
So get on that now if you want to
Get
wrap
on
it
that
up.
first.
Yes. Listen at like 2.5 speed in order to get all those in. But the staying on the John Carpenter train, the thing from The Thing. Where like
yes,
yeah, where the head pops off and it scuttles around on the ground, like that would be a perfect mask as well. So yeah, John Carpenter, man, we need more John Carpenter masks, Bungie. That's what we need.
Sure.
That'd be terrifying. It would be, Eddie. Speaking of Eddie, we have his question.
Speaking of terrifying, or Eddie.
Sorry. Eddie says, would you rather have an armor set for each new event, or would you rather that those resources go into bringing up legacy raid and dungeon gear into the new system?
Easy.
Oh my God, ladder, of course.
The ladder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
No
I don't care. Like, as long as there's good set bonuses already in the game, you don't need to do that for every event. The cosmetics are enough. But oh my God, having legacy to be able to grind. Imagine if you could grind dungeons, like farm dungeon bosses for tier 5, like sets that had excellent set bonuses.
Yeah.
I would just,
even if they were niche, someone would love them.
I don't even care if they're niche. I would just give me that content.
I miss playing different raids.
That's not even a question. That's like what they call leading the witness. The lawyers, that's what they call. That's a loaded question.
Yeah, man. I want to feel rewarded for playing all the content in the game.
All the raids and dungeons.
Yeah, man. Like Desert Perpetual is fun, but I miss fucking Vault of Glass. I miss Garden of Salvation. I miss
so many raids.
You know,
want to be in.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's what I want them to focus on. Do that.
Yep.
Do that.
Yep.
Or just do that for every event. Every event, just be like, hey, this raid gets it.
We're bringing out just do it like the vintage retro raids, the re-releases or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And give us Wrath of the Machine. Thanks.
I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised they haven't broken that glass yet.
Right, and only for emergencies.
Yeah.
It'll be when there's 10 people playing the game.
Like, how bad does the game have to be for them to finally like, well, we got nothing to lose. Let's go get Raph. You know,
guys, like, you get Siva back
sooner or later.
You gotta laugh so you don't cry, right?
There's less to clean up, man. There's less to clean up.
I thought that was a wet fart conversation.
Don't trust him after you hit 30, kids. Don't trust him. All right. Well, it's been a very fun episode today.
Yeah.
Really you guys are great.
Welcome back again, Dan.
Yes, we're glad you're back. Are you glad you're back?
I go back to work on Wednesday, so I guess I'll figure that out then. Yeah. So yeah, why don't we tell people where they can find us on the internet? Epic Dan, let's start with you, buddy.
You can find me on twitch.tv/EpicDan22. This week is a whole lot of Ninja Gaiden 4, Outer Worlds 2, and then Friday, Arc Raiders. And you can find me on TikTok, on YouTube. If you just Google EpicDan22, you can find me pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Tiddly, what about you, friend?
I am twitch.tv/Tiddly Monday through Friday, 9:00 Central. Tomorrow, I am going to be doing Destiny Halloween event and then probably some Rivals after because I'm addicted. Tuesday, I'm doing Death by Song. And then who knows? Wednesday, I'm getting into the Rivals Zombies event. Mm-hmm. Thursday, I'm doing an epic raid if either of you want to join. And then, oh, sweet. Okay. I'm trying to hook in some fun people. So, and then Friday, I am also going to be doing Arc Raiders. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Nice. Well,
it's going to be a really fun week.
I'm off tomorrow morning. So if you need bodies for the festival.
I would love that. I'm just grinding it with my husband, but you have an open spot. Come join us.
I'm down.
He's experienced. I have no experience, so like I'm gonna get carried. I'm just gonna.
Kemper's gonna carry us both.
Well, hell yeah! I'm just gonna ignore the event and just hang out with chat and with you.
Yeah, I'll just be skanking over in the corner.
You know, I heard you're supposed to wait anyway, so you don't mess up the boss.
Wait.
You know what?
Yeah, I mean that's what
I'm doing my part.
Yeah, come on by. I just realized my vault is at 693 out of 700, so I'm gonna be on a little early tomorrow.
Gross. Why?
Because I don't delete things.
Hey, I'm back at 697 as well, so you know.
No, why?
Where am I at right now?
Always.
As soon as you said this event is really, the loot is really good, I was like, I should have been like, oh, that's so exciting. I was like, shit, my vault is full.
I'm at 299 in my vault.
Okay,
I can never.
I don't know how. No, I don't know. I need to do a whole vault deletion for charity this year. Anyway, that's where you can find me. I'm also on Blue Sky. Blue Sky, I'm on Tiddly on Blue Sky.
Hell yeah.
Danfinity, what about you? Where can we find you on the internet?
The first stream back to the first stream back is going to be on Tuesday. I'm thinking I'll probably start around like 4 p.m. Just to catch up with chat and everything. At twitch.tv/Danfinity, I might have some photos and videos and stuff to share from our trip.
Gotcha.
There are some pretty incredible ones, dudes. We got spoiled by the views outside of the window for all of our hotels and stuff. It was pretty incredible. Yeah. I'll share a couple in the chat afterward with you guys. So and then so yeah, that'll be Tuesday, and then Thursday, planning on playing some Absalom, because I'm really stoked to get into that game. Next Sunday will be Destiny 2 PvE helps. At the rate that I'm going power wise, I'm probably going to hit 550 by the end of this week. With the Fistful of Lost.
Like a 406 now. It's so hot.
Yeah, I'm at 403 right now, so it is what it is. But yeah, dude. So that's what it's going to be for me. Check out my TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube, wherever you watch that stuff, because I'm consistently posting Reels and stuff now, which is super nice. I've only had a few hit like 10. Doing that stuff is so weird because like you'll post one and it'll have 10 views, and then the immediate next video will have like 1.2K like immediately.
Yeah,
it's so dumb. So
you're on my page though, Dan. I get your TikTok
just gotta
content.
keep posting.
Thanks.
I get your content, so I enjoy your content.
Yeah,
I can thumbs up. Yep.
I try to be enjoyable, but other than that, that's where you can find me across the internet. Let's wrap this up. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out tonight for Destiny Digest episode 119, and we hope you find what you're grinding for.